Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today's video is going to be something new that I'm going to test out for the year 2022. I'm going to pull a card each month for each astrological sign, giving you just a little bit of guidance and what I'm going to use as of this moment. I might change my mind as the months go on, but right now we're going to use the Archangel deck. So basically, we're going to pull one card for each sign, and we're going to see what archangel is working with you, or if you're feeling like you need a little bit of angelic support, who can you work with? Which archangel can you work with? So we're going to test this out. Let me know how you like it in the comments or private message me. Just let me know if it has been helping you as we go month to month. And we're, of course, starting with January 2022, each astrological sign, what do you need to know? What archangel is working with you? And we're going to start with the sign Aries. And Aries is the Archangel Jeremiel. So when the Archangel Jeremiel comes through, and with this card, he is saying you're working on a life review for this month. You're doing an inventory. You are looking at where you've been and where you are today. And you're looking at what relationships maybe you had in the past that you are ready to release and let go of. They are not serving you anymore. Maybe it's a relationship in which it's bringing you down. It's bringing you a lot of grief or a lot of negativity, and you know that you need to walk away from it. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally you're like, I really just need to do this already. Or maybe it's a job that you need to walk away from. Or maybe you want to move and it's time to look in the year 2022 at where you want to go live. Maybe it's a different state, or maybe it's just a different house. Maybe it is a pattern in your life, a behavior, a habit that you are ready to, even health-wise, maybe something that you're like, you know what, I need to really be a little more disciplined than I've been before. It happens to be my birth sign, so I really got to think about that and where that is going to make sense in my life. But if you're an Aries, what is keeping you or has been keeping you unbalanced? And what do you want to shift and change? The Archangel Jeremiel will help you do that inventory and life review. Now let's look at Taurus. Taurus is the Archangel Zadkiel. And the Archangel Zadkiel comes in and helps you. You're going through something right now, and by going through that, you're learning something. It's a teachable moment. This is a teachable month. What are you experiencing right now in the month of January that is giving you some lessons for you to maybe heal your heart, maybe to find more courage to stand up for yourself, more strength, whatever it is? The Archangel Zadkiel helps us in our spiritual growth to learn the lesson in the situation. So if you're going through something, if you're going through an obstacle, can you just take that obstacle and look at what is the lesson and the blessing in that obstacle for you to learn? So that's Taurus. Next is Gemini, and it is the Archangel Metatron. And he is asking you to focus on your priorities. The Archangel Metatron helps us to be focused and disciplined, helps us to actually sometimes stop time. If you're running late, I always call upon the Archangel Metatron and ask him to just slow down time, even if it's for 5 minutes, so I get to where I need to be on time. He's a great archangel, and he helps us to work on focusing on what it is that is our top priority. So maybe for the Gemini, which is an air sign, you're kind of all over the place and scattered. Can you bring it back in and focus? What is your top priority? Can you maybe work on a priority one step at a time instead of having 10 priorities and you're working on them simultaneously? Ask the Archangel Metatron to help you to be disciplined, be focused, and prioritize what it is that you need to create in your life. The next sign we're working on is Cancer, and it's the Archangel Gabriel. And the Archangel Gabriel is really asking you, Cancers, to really nurture yourself. Start looking inward. Start noticing that inner child. Are you taking care of your inner child? Or are you going and not noticing what you're not doing for yourself? What self-care practice can you add to your day? Can you add to your toolbox? The Archangel Gabriel wants to make sure that you are taking care of and nurturing yourself during this time. The sign of Cancer is a water sign, and it's an emotional sign, and it's a highly sensitive sign. So you want to make sure that you are not taking on other people's stuff as if it's your own. And then you feel very heavy because you're holding on to your stuff as well as everybody else's. It's nurturing for you to determine what is yours and what is not yours, and allow yourself to really take care of yourself for the month of January. Our next sign is the sign Leo, I mean to say. And Archangel Michael is coming in for you, Leo, and he is saying, remember who you are. God gave you free will, and God has given you the most love and the most support and the most power for you to determine what is right and what is best for you. And if a situation is going on right now that is attempting to take away your power, Archangel Michael wants to remind you to remember who you are. You're a Leo. A Leo is a lion. The lion is the king of the jungle. And I'm not meaning as an egotistical lion, but I mean really standing in your truth, really speaking your truth, really standing your ground in a situation, not faltering and not being pushed around. It is time for you to stand up for yourself, Leo, and the Archangel Michael wants to help you. The next sign that we're going to look at is the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is coming in with the Archangel Raguel, and he is helping you to have harmonious relationships. So let's begin with the relationship you have with yourself. Is it one of balance, and is it one of love, and is it one of harmony? Or is there drama? Is there toxic behaviors that you are continuing to walk in that really aren't serving you? And then look at all the relationships around you. Is there a relationship right now that you're struggling with? The Archangel Raguel wants to come in and help you with harmonizing that relationship. And that's for our Virgos. The next sign is the sign of Libra. And the Libra sign has the Archangel Metatron as well. But what this card is saying is indigo and crystal children. So indigo and crystal children you can look up, but basically it's natural born leaders, highly sensitive individuals. And it is basically, if you think back to when you were in high school, maybe you felt different than everybody else and you didn't know why. It's because you were an indigo or a crystal child. You were really connected and you didn't even realize it, or maybe you did. Maybe you had gifts that came through, like seeing spirit or hearing things or just having the sense of knowing or a feeling. And that was different than your friends, so you kind of just shoved it to the side. You're special and you're highly sensitive. And in the Libra reading right now, this card and this Archangel Metatron is saying you have a bond with either that for yourself or with children in your life that are that way. So he wants you to really honor that and cherish it. And make sure that you understand, if it's you, that you're a highly sensitive being and you have to take good care of yourself. You have to put yourself in positive and high vibrational situations, not negative and low vibrational ones, not ones that are pulling you back and not serving you. So for the sign of Libra, the Archangel Metatron wants to help you no matter which scenario resonated with you, because you or someone in your life is an indigo child. The next sign is the sign of Scorpio. And the Archangel Jophiel is coming in. And she is asking you to have patience. She's the Archangel that helps us to beautify our thoughts. She is the Archangel that is coming in this particular card for the Scorpios and saying, just have patience. You've been planting the seeds. You've been watering the seeds. Things are going to come to fruition. It may not be happening as quickly as you would like it to, but it's coming. So allow it to come. Step back, step out of the way, and allow it to prosper. especially in this month of January. The next sign we're pulling for is the sign of Sagittarius, and it's the Archangel Chamuel. And the Archangel Chamuel is helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. And really what that means is the relationship you have with yourself, your higher self, your soul. And the Archangel Chamuel always comes through and helps us to heal the heart space, whether with self-love, divine love, the connection you have with God, the connection you have with faith and trust. And the Archangel Chamuel can help you with any aspect of that. All you have to do is ask. The next sign we are pulling for is the sign of Capricorn. So let me just pull a card. And it's the Archangel Jophiel. And she's coming in again and she's asking you to clear your space. But always when this card comes up, it means clear the space in the mind, clear the clutter, clear all the thoughts, clear all the negative thoughts that you're having. For me, if I'm having a lot of thoughts that are not serving me, what I do is put on music because it kind of dissipates it. And that may not work for you, but what can you do to help yourself to clear away that brain gunk that's going on in your mind right now, the thoughts that aren't serving you? Can you do a brain dump and write everything down that's bothering you? Can you talk to somebody? Can you maybe put on the music and a soft music and allow it to kind of wipe it away? Can you call upon the Archangel Jophiel and ask her to help you to beautify your thoughts? Any of those things can help you. The next sign we're pulling for is the sign of Aquarius, and it's the Archangel Raziel. And the Archangel Raziel is helping you with your clairvoyance and also with aligning the chakra system, which means really allowing you to, maybe you're intuitive, and allowing you to realize how intuitive you really are. Allowing you to see the truth in the situation, allowing you to pull back the veil or the mask that you've been wearing for a long time because maybe you're people pleasing or you're acting a certain way because you know everybody else wants you to, but it's time for you to be you and be true to you and stand in your power and be able to see all perspectives from a higher level and know that whatever it is that you're feeling is accurate. And finally, we have the sign of Pisces, and it's the Archangel Uriel. And Archangel Uriel, I talk about him often, is a very large archangel. He's the archangel that helps us to see the light in any situation that may have a little bit of darkness. He's always holding the lantern, helping us to walk the path even of the unknown when we can't see, in faith and in trust. But in this particular card, what he is saying is that you have an idea in your head. Something popped into your head. And in the month of January, know that it's a brilliant idea and it's going to serve you well. Ask Archangel Uriel to help you to bring that idea to fruition, to help you to develop it. And of course, as a Pisces, you are the most intuitive sign. And if anyone has Pisces in their chart, and a lot of Pisces in their chart, they are typically very intuitive. You want to call upon the Archangel Uriel and ask him to help you to bring this idea to fruition. I want you to know that I am going to be teaching a course for the month, for the year of 2022 on all of these archangels. And I think for each month, if you like this, let me know, but I'm going to continue using this deck and we're going to see which archangel you can work with for the month of January, and then we'll do February and March and so on, so that you have an anchor, you have someone that's supporting you, you can call on them, and of course remember, they need your permission. This way, even though we have all this earthly support, maybe you really don't, maybe you feel alone, and by having this person, this archangel, to call upon and work with you, if you give it a chance, you will see results. I hope that this first reading for January served you, and I wish you a really great month of January. It's going to be tough. Stick with it. Hang in there. Bye-bye.